Hey everybody, this is English instructor Denisha Smith, and I'm here with a tutorial video to show you how to use mycomplab.com to complete your grammar exercises. Let's get started. First of all, in your English 101 syllabus for my courses, you will notice that you have assignments that are grammar exercises and that they are weekly. So you'll start with a week 2 exercise and then a week 3 and so on and so forth until you get to week 10. You'll need to complete these on mycomplab.com. And in order to do that, you will need to enroll in mycomplab.com. Now, your grammar exercises are 10% of your overall grade, so this will be very important. And you'll want to pay attention to the due dates and the due times for all of the exercises, which would be listed on your syllabus. Now, if you haven't yet enrolled, you will want to go ahead and do that as quickly as possible. The member welcome page for your class will contain a heading called My Comp Lab. You need to read through this information carefully because it gives you information about the access code that you will need for access to mycomplab.com, and it will give you the course ID. Okay, so this is the course ID for the Section 4 English 101 class. The Section 90 English 101 class would have a different course ID, so you'll definitely want to check that for your particular course. If you haven't enrolled yet, you'll want to write this course ID down because you will need that in order to complete the login process, the enrollment process. And also, under bookmarks, you can either go here in the left nav or you can look here on the right side of the member welcome page. You will have information on how to enroll in mycomplab.com, step-by-step instructions. And so that should get you started. Now, let's go to www.mycomplab.com where the grammar exercises will actually be completed. Once you've enrolled, you want to click sign in, and then the next screen will open to allow you to put in your username and your password. Once you've put that in and then click sign in, you'll be taken to, and I'm just going to click on this course for this example, English 101 Section 4. You'll be taken to your course homepage. Okay, to complete the grammar assignments, you will want to go to Student Study Plan and Assignments, which is here on your left navigation bar. And so click on that. And when this page opens, it will be a to-do page that will help you to see what assignments that you need to complete. It'll create a study plan for you if you need one, and also you can store personal documents there if you'd like. For the purposes of the grammar exercises, we're really going to focus here under My Assignments. I will point out that there is also a calendar here on the right side of the screen, and this calendar will allow you to see when assignments are due. Now, for the purposes of this example, week 2 assignment is already completed, and so since it's completed, you'll see a check mark on that due date for week 2. However, if you move over to February, you'll see each week there are assignments that are due, and if you click on the box, it will give you the due date and the time when the assignment period closes. Okay, and so let's go back to do. And to do a grammar exercise, you want to go to My Assignment. So you want to click on that name, and it'll open two options for you. It'll show you the assignments that are due, and it will show you the assignments that you've already completed. So let's take a look at what's due. Now keep in mind the week 2 assignments, again, have already been completed for the purposes of this example. But let's click on week 3. Now we have all of the assignments listed here, and again you see the due date and the time when the assignment period will close. So let's say I click on week 3. I want you to notice some things with this box here that will pop up once you've clicked on an assignment. First of all, the information at the top of this screen, the information that is in this blue shaded box here, will include assignment resources. These assignment resources will allow you to practice in preparation for the actual grammar quiz. Okay, and so you will want to go through these and work on these to prepare you for the quizzes that will happen. Now, the actual quiz, and you'll have to use your scroll bar here, the actual grammar quizzes are down here. Okay, you don't want to come into a grammar exercise and just start taking the quiz without having taken a look at the assignment resources. This information will prepare you. This is the actual quiz. Okay, and so once you start taking the quiz, you cannot take it over again. Whatever grade you get will be the grade that you earn. Now, typically, there will be 3 different quizzes that are grammar quizzes for each week. And the points that you can earn will be divided over 100 points. So this first one may be worth 33 points. This could be worth 33 points. And this one may be worth 34 points to add up to 100 points. Okay? So if you see a grade of a 30 for an assignment that you've just finished, don't panic. That 30 is not enough. That's just 1/3 of the assignments that will total up to 100 points. So let's take a look at an example of an exercise. So let's say I want to look at abbreviations and capitalizations in numbers. And so I click on that title and it's going to open a resources page for me. Again, this is all practice and preparation at this point. And so when you see a book icon, these are either learning objectives or written information that will help prepare you for the quiz that is already scheduled for you. Okay, and so when you click on one of these, typically it's only 1 page in length and it has a bunch of information here that you can use to help you prepare. And then it has a quick check with one question, and you get to choose your answer and check your answer to see if you have gotten the right type of information. Okay, and so in addition to resources that have that book icon, you also will have from time to time resources that have this eye icon. Okay, and so this indicates that this is a video that you have an opportunity to watch. So if you prefer to watch a video, you can certainly do that. Okay, and here are different exercises that you can complete. And so let's say I click on this one, and there are 10 questions in this particular practice exercise. I go through all 10 of the answers, and with each one, they're going to tell me if my answer is correct or incorrect. If I feel as I'm taking this practice exam or practice quiz that I really don't know the answer and maybe I've forgotten some of what I've learned, I can go over here to learning objectives and go to this drop down box and see what other options are available to me. So let's say I wanted another refresher on appropriate abbreviations. I would just click there and it would open up another box with that information for me. Okay, but I would have to click view. So make sure you click view, and it's going to open that box with that additional information for me as I'm taking the practice quiz. Okay, and so that's a really good resource for you as well. Now let's go back, and as we go back, we want to take a look again. We'll go back one more time. Want to take a look again at the actual study plan and assignments. And so let's go back to this. We're going to go to what is due. Okay, and so if we're ready to take the quiz, we want to click on the blue type that's underneath each of these sections in this bottom part of the screen. Okay, and so that's what is due. Let's look at one that's already completed. So for week 2, in this example, it's already completed. Total assignment points 100. Some assignment directions, the assignment resources, this is where we get to practice, and since this one is completed in this example, this is the assignment score. Okay, it also tells you the start date when the assignment period opened and the due date for completing this particular week's assignment. Now, if you keep scrolling down, you'll see for compound sentences, the student scored 29.7 out of 33 points. 31.9 out of 33 points, and 32.3 out of 34 points, for a total of 93.9 points out of 100. So the grade on this week's assignment for this student would be an A. Okay, would be a grade of a 94 if I round up, and that would be an A. Okay, you can also print your results, or you can just close the screen. There's one other thing I want to show you. And so if you go to Student Resources, which is underneath the Student Study Plan and Assignments, just click there. It will give you an ability to view your e-text. Okay, your textbook is available as an electronic book via mycomplab.com. And so let's say you want to use it as an e-text. Let's say you prefer that. It's definitely possible for you. And so it'll take a moment for it to pull up. But when it does, it will start on the cover page. Now let me show you some of these icons on the top of the page. This magnifying glass with a minus sign will allow you to minimize the size of the book. Okay, this will allow you to magnify it. Okay, there's a table of contents here, so you can just jump ahead to different parts of the book if you'd like. Okay, and it's going to take you to the starting page for that section, just like it would look in your book. Okay, if you want to see a two-page spread, you want to click here, and this is what it would look like in a two-page spread. You're on page 58, but if you wanted to move forward, you would just use this arrow. If you wanted to move backward, you would use this arrow. And then you can see the full page view. And so, let's say you wanted to make a note in the book. I love post-it notes. So let's say you wanted to put a note somewhere in your book. You can still do that with the note tool, and it's this yellow push pin. So you would click on it and hold, and then you would drag it over to where you want it to be in your on your page, I should say. Okay, so let's say I wanted to put it right here. I can drop it right there just by clicking again, and then it will open up, and I would type my note here. Okay, and then I would save it. If I wanted to add a website address or change the style and the formatting of the type, I certainly can. Okay, and so I can close that, and if I come back to it, all I need to do is double click and then it will appear. Okay, and finally, the highlighter tool is really useful as well. Once I click on the highlighter tool, I am able to come to any part of the text and highlight that information just like I normally would do in the actual hard copy textbook. And so that's another feature that you can certainly use. If you want to bookmark this page, you can by clicking on this bookmark tool, and it will essentially put a bookmark on the side of the page that kind of looks like your page is bent back on the corner like you might normally do with a regular book. And so the e-text is available to you if that's something that you would like to use. Hopefully this has been helpful for you and you feel more comfortable using mycomplab.com for your grammar exercises. If you have questions, please let me know. My instructor contact information is on the member welcome page. Thanks for watching.